I'm sitting here with Dan Speice, who is the owner of University Moving Storage here in Athens, also known as Beacons, on the Athens-Jefferson Highway.
Yeah.
Dan, how long have you been in the moving business?
I've been in the moving business about 7 years. University Moving and Storage has been there since 1964, locally run and operated, and my business partner and I, we bought it from Phil and Lori Ellis about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. When people think of moving services today, tell us a little bit more about what all you guys offer.
Well, we offer local moving in Athens and North Georgia, and then being affiliated with Beacons Van Lines, we actually haul household goods all the way across the country and actually do some work internationally as well. So whether it's a local mover across the country, we can help people.
Now, I have to ask you this. I have heard of some horror stories of people picking up the phone or going to the internet and hiring companies to come in and do their moving for them, only to be held hostage by companies that really are not true legitimate moving companies. Why would someone want to use a local moving service in relation to a horror story like that?
Well, it's important to, if you get on the internet and you Google a mover, you're probably going to get a broker who's going to end up selling the move to somebody here, maybe locally or maybe out of Atlanta that's maybe not a licensed, insured mover. And then they come in and pick up your household goods and then say, well, it was supposed to be $1,000, and they end up charging you $2,000 or $3,000. As we've been here for a long time, and we actually do every move that we go out and we do, we send our salesman out and do an in-home estimate, and we can give a guaranteed binding price right there on the spot. So that way the consumer knows what they're getting into, and they know that there's a reputable company that's been here for a long period of time. So if there is a problem, they know that we're going to stand behind our work, as opposed to trying to get a hold of whoever they went through, whoever they got on Google.
When I was on site recently at your facility, the thing that I was most impressed about is that your staff people, when they are hired, they have to take a drug test. They're held to a high standard.
Yep.
Overall, there's an enormous amount of accountability, and you just don't see that with other moving companies.
Well, what we've done is we're a pro mover by AMSA, which is the American Moving and Storage Association, which is the highest level you can get. And then we're also a Beacons Excellent Agent, which means that we're in the top 2 or 3% of all Beacons providers across the United States, and that starts with the employees. Really, what you're hiring is the crew that's coming in and actually moving your household goods. And yes, we do drug tests and we background check every employee. We make sure that they're well trained and they know what they're doing when they walk in the house. So, we absolutely understand what we're doing when we walk in the door.
Now, you guys have small trucks, you have large trucks, you can do small moves, big moves. Talk about some of that.
Well, we can also do, we've moved you. As a matter of fact, we've done everything from, office moving to, moving just a college student in. So we can do record storage as well, and we can, we've taken businesses across the United States, and we've taken people just the other week down in 5 Points, some people flipped houses, so we loaded both houses and moved them in, right next door to one another. So we can do everything, whether it's a small truck or a big 18-wheeler going across country. We can make sure that we've got the right truck for the right job.
Well, you hear that, moms and dads? School's on the verge of starting here, and your child's probably going to have to come down and get in the dorm room. And if you're looking for some assistance to move that son or daughter down, then you can take care of all their needs.
We're doing it today. We've got mom and dad bringing in a U-Haul, and we're sending out a crew to go out there and go help them unload it into the dorms. So there really isn't a job that they say, well, that may be too small. No, we'll do whatever the customer needs.
We were talking one day, and another part that really impressed me about your company is that you're not just a moving company in and of itself. You also have another part of the company that can take care of all the needs of someone who is looking to relocate. Let's talk about some of that.
Well, the way the economy has changed and the way things have changed, what we're trying to do is we understand that the move is part of a relocation. But we've taken a look at it on a much broader sense, where we can actually go in at no charge to the consumer, and actually there's savings where we can help them find real estate agent at origin and destination, mortgage help. We have a shredding operation, because when you move, you need to shred your old bills. You need to get rid of some stuff. There's no reason to continue to move things that, you know, that are 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. We can offer that process. We can also offer home cleaning, and that's a new company that we've actually started up called Compass Relocation Group. And as a matter of fact, we're going to run some commercials with you guys. But the concept there is we understand we're expert movers, but we also understand that moving is a process that goes from that's a lot more than just putting the household goods on the actual truck. And we sell that to individual consumers as well as corporate America. So we've developed some what we call our everyday relocation program for consumers here that maybe they just want to move locally. But by combining all the services, you can actually drive some pretty good cost savings to the consumer.
So if I'm living in Atlanta and I get a job transfer to come into the Athens market, and I need not only help with moving, but help finding and securing a real estate agent and all the other kind of headaches that go along with that, you can take care of all of those, can you?
We've developed a relocation company that actually works with top-tiered real estate agents, and we send 2 of them out to your home, and you pick which one you feel the most comfortable with. We would get you pre-qualified for a loan, which is a big deal nowadays with the way the banks are lending money. And then we would get you here into Athens in that scenario, and put you with the top-tiered real estate agent here locally. And we would try to figure out what your needs are and what you're trying to do. So it's a lot more. Obviously, we're going to take care of the moving piece as well, but we would understand: do you have kids? Is there elderly care potentially there? What are the other parts and pieces to this move? As opposed to just saying, well, we need these, this dresser in bed and this, relocated or moved. We'll take a look at it and really try to put together the entire package for the consumer.
Well, for someone who would like more information about any of the products and services that you have, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, there's two main ways, and one is going to be, here locally, our phone number is 706-353-1141. Or they can go to www.movesusa.com, and then if they're looking for the relocation, they can call that number there too. And all of our employees understand and know all of our products, and they can lead them to the different websites and different pages there, so they can get the information that they need.
Well, Dan, we've enjoyed our interview with you today, and if you have any needs of moving and relocating from top to bottom, University Moving and Storage here locally in Athens can certainly help you with your needs.